It just come out that summer. It was huge, and I loved Dirty Dancing soundtrack because I kissed my first girl too. Hungry Eyes. Hungry Eyes, dude.
Beautiful.
Booyah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. It was that, and then right after She's Like the Wind, the Patrick Swayze song right after that. Yeah. Nice. Locked in place. That's all I can say about that.
She's like the wind.
Okay. Wow. All right. The Wild Child. Wow. All right. I'm going Scrooged. Scrooged to beat out Home Alone. I think Macaulay Culkin's a decent actor. I think he's kind of, to me, he reminds me of, who's the kid who was, you know who I'm talking about. He's in Inception. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's kind of like him.
He's
and Leonardo DiCaprio. They find weird movies like Monsters Ball and things, or Monster Party.
I did Monster Party.
Party Monster. To be in so that they can try different things. You know, they're not always just going for the, let's get into the big action movie. I think Leo just gets them handed to him, but they're usually art flick type stuff like this J. Edgar.
Well, they do those types of, they do the big budget movies so they can make
like Johnny Depp with Secret Window.
Paid.
Right. Yeah.
Very good. Johnny Depp's another great example of that.
Absolutely.
What about you, Curtis? What do you think? Scrooged or Home Alone?
I think I'm going to have to vote Scrooged, just because I absolutely loved that movie as a kid growing up before I ever saw Home Alone.
It grows up with you, whereas Home Alone,
And it's the only one other than A Christmas Story that actually has a gun used in the movie.
That's right.
Like, legitimately used.
And I think I might have a crush on Bill Murray.
Yeah, I would say it has 100% more Bill Murray than Home Alone does.
Was it because of Zombie? Was it because of Zombieland?
No, I had a crush on Bill Murray long before that. Stripes.
The Steve Zissou movie?
Lifelong thing for
Stripes.
Me.
No, the Steve Zissou movie.
Oh, yeah, Life Aquatic?
Oh, that
all
movie
his work with
horrible.
Wes Anderson. I mean, everything
Dude,
Bill Murray does.
Horrible.
There's
You
some
didn't like
things that I don't like.
Gosh.
Lost in Translation I didn't like.
You didn't like Lost in Translation?
I didn't like Lost in Translation, but I liked it more than Life Aquatic.
I haven't seen that.
Garfield was fantastic.
I didn't see A Tale of Two Kitties.
Poor Bill Murray. Why did they do that to him?
All right, so Scrooge moves on to the next round. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, where they sing baseball songs and they have Uncle Eddie getting you the Jelly of the Month Club. It's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year through.
Yeah.
That versus Gremlins. In my book, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation might be the best of all the National Lampoon's movies. I know that's hard to say, going up against National Lampoon 1, because there's a lot of great lines in 1.
Yeah.
But I think Christmas Vacation, I think Cousin Eddie finally hit his mark.
I remember.
I think that he really kind of came through where he needed to be. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they finally figured out exactly what made those movies great. Because I really thought
that movie had the best kids too.
Yeah, it had the best kids. It had.
Well, I didn't have Anthony Michael Hall though.
It didn't have Anthony Michael Hall, but it had the other. It had. Was it Daniel? Or the guy from The Big Bang Theory who was Roseanne's?
Yeah, that is
It's him.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember who the sister was.
Was it Juliet Lewis?
It was Juliet.
Yeah.
It's the chick I always forget because she's a really good.
She's the other sister. So
here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about Juliet Lewis, and I always give my wife hell about this. She loves Juliet Lewis. I'm like, she's the chick that you just don't know her name, and she's in movies, but you just don't remember him, and you're like, I really like the girl from Natural Born Killers. Oh, that's Juliette Lewis.
Right.
Oh, okay. That's her name. I forgot. I just remember the movie that she was in and the cast around it. You still don't remember her name. So I'm going to go National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. What about you, Cameron?
Man, this is a tough one. Gosh, I don't know. Probably have to agree with you. Just because that is...
Oh, you can go on your own, man. You vote where you vote.
No, I mean, no, really, I'm not going with it, just to side with you, but it's, Gremlins is a great, horror movie, I guess you call that a horror movie, but Christmas Vacation, I mean, I'm rolling on the ground every time I watch that movie, and I'm not jumping down the couch every time I watch Gremlins, so I'd have to go with Christmas Vacation.
Curtis?
I'm going to have to go with Gremlins, just because there were not one, but 2 Gremlins focused on Christmas, and that kind of ranks up there with Scrooged and things like Ghostbusters and things that were just really iconic to me as a child.
Yeah, but Christmas Vacation? I mean, that was a pretty iconic movie.
If you're talking about National Lampoon's Vacation or European Vacation, then that's more along my time scale.
All right, final vote. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation or Gremlins? I'm going Christmas Vacation. Cameron?
I have to go with Christmas Vacation.
Gremlins.
All right, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation moves on. We are in the semifinals, or close to the semifinals. Actually, we are in the semifinals. Santa Claus versus Christmas Story. You'll shoot your eye out. Like, you'll shoot your eye out, dude.
I think you said it all.
Like, that's it. I'm moving Christmas Story through. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Christmas Story moves on.
That's an easier one.
All right, and on the second round to also get into the finals, this could be a tough one for me.
Bill Murray versus Chevy Chase.
Bill Murray versus Chevy Chase. This is a heavyweight
Just like
battle,
SNL
man.
in the 70s, man.
Scrooge versus National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
This is something.
If I have
that
these
needed
two
to happen
DVDs.
on that claymation thing that MTV used to.
How about we break it down like this?
Celebrity Deathmatch.
I'm gonna give this to you guys in this direction. I've got two DVDs here. I got NLC, National Lampoon's Christmas, and I have Scrooged, and I'm holding them both out. I'm like, you can only watch one of these movies for the next 5 Christmases.
Ooh.
It's the only movie you can watch on Christmas for the next 5 Christmases in a row. You can't watch any other Christmas movies. What are you gonna watch?
I'm gonna go Scrooge right off the bat.
Yeah, I'm going to go with my Bill Murray bias.
All right, Scrooge moves on because I agree with you. And we are in the finals. Christmas Story versus Scrooged.
Oh wow. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That is a very tough one.
I'm going to have to side with Scrooge.
And you have a future porn legend
Yeah, that's true.
in Christmas Story.
That's true, you do.
Flick, who stuck his tongue on the pole, he's now a porn actor in a famous
Sticking
one.
his tongue in
Really?
other things.
And he's won like multiple XXX awards and adult awards and everything like that. Yeah, he is like
that.
huge.
Don't tell my wife that.
On top of it, Peter Billingsley is the guy who directed Elf. Peter
Yeah.
Billingsley is Vince Vaughn's best friend, and he's the one who's directed quite a few things, including, I think, 4 Christmases. And Peter Billingsley is going on to be a well-known director. So you have some heavyweight power outside of the Christmas Story, but we have to put these movies up against each other. Scrooge, you get the legendary Dickens background. You get a great cast, a very funny actor in Bill Murray. I think if I have to put these two movies up against, like if somebody comes up to me real quick and goes, okay, you got to watch one of these over the next 2 hours, real quick, choose one. Like before I take them away both, I go, okay, Scrooge. I just grab Scrooge.
I could watch A Christmas Story from memory, from just the number of times I've seen it, so I'd have to say Scrooge.
Yeah, I'm going to say Scrooge.
I would agree with that. I mean, Christmas Story has just been burned into my psyche, and Scrooge, I still get a little warm inside when I watch it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the big winner of the Tournament of Pop Culture of Best Christmas Movie Ever is Scrooged. There it is. We're going to take a quick break here on theCUBE. When we come back, we're going to finish up, talk to these guys a little bit, and get out of here. We'll be back on theCUBE right after this.
Great segment. And right back in when you're ready.
In 3, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to theCUBE. It's almost time for us to get out of here, but I want to announce the winner once again, Scrooged, Tournament of Pop Culture champion. All right, well, congratulations to Scrooged there. I'm going to take a drink of water on that bad boy right there. I mean, that's a tough battle, man. I mean, like, literally, TBS, let's give Ted Turner credit for what it's worth. It's a Wonderful Life, he did it first with that, and then he turned around and grabbed the Christmas Story and did it with that. He's got a knack for grabbing great movies or movies that people really love, you know. And for the people who are from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, It's a Wonderful Life is legendary to them.
And It's a Wonderful Life actually wasn't that popular a Christmas movie until it started getting replayed all the time, and the only reason that happened was because it was public domain.
Right, exactly. But I think Scrooge just emulates a little bit more of the Christmas spirit. You know, the whole idea that you can take a bad person and turn them good.
Yeah, it doesn't feel cheap or unearned.
And it doesn't even feel really old. I mean, it does seem a little aged, but just the tale of Dickens happened so long ago that was a bringing up to date, and it still kind of feels newer, you know, than the age-old tale.
It's a very primal
It's also,
story.
what's really funny about it, it's also at a time period when Bill Murray had already had the early 80s hits under his belt, and it was kind of starting to wane off near the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
When this comes around.
Yeah, he kind of won him back, and then Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Groundhog Day comes around in, what was it, 91, 2, 3, 4, something like that? Early 90s, early 90s like that.
91, I'm thinking.
Right, so, you know, I think that, you know, he showed that he can still throw it out there if he needed to. Like, he really had the talent in it. And Bobcat Goldthwait did a great job of playing the fodder to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in that entire movie, being the Bob Cratchit, basically, of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
he's a pretty good pop crash.
So, with that being stated, plus I'm never going to take anything. I mean, Citizens on Patrol. That's great movie
Yeah.
right there. Okay, when you got Police Academy, Citizens on Patrol, and Bobcat Goldthwait going crazy, I love it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Before we get out of here, I want to kind of throw a couple other stories out there, kind of get these guys' opinion and find out a little bit about it. So, since we're talking a little bit about Christmas, getting into the festive holiday spirit here on the show, it's getting to that time of the year, guys. It really is. And you know what I'm talking about. The time of the year when love and peace fill that atmosphere, the scent of pine and eggnog permeates the air, and that 44-year-old men high on bath salts walk into your home and put up Christmas decorations. That's right. Tamara Henderson of Vandalia, Ohio knows her 11-year-old son walked in on Terry Trent, zonked out of his Yuletide log, chilling on the couch, baby. The candle was lit on the coffee table, the television was on very loud, and the candle on the kitchen table was also lit. Henderson said the man tried his best to be polite to her 11-year-old son. See, now that's why you do bath salts to get such a bad rap. Sure, sometimes when you're effed up on them, you dress up in your best bra and panties and kill your neighbor's goat. But sometimes you perform a good deed, like helping people with their Christmas decorations. So, there it is. Going around the house, putting up some Christmas decorations, popping the TV on loud, chilling out on someone else's couch.
Doing your bath salts.
Do in your bed. Oh.
That sounds like a Saturday night if I've ever heard of one.
Yeah.
Are you guys big? Okay, I'm going to give you two options of stories before we get out of here. You've got, I got Mario of Mario and Luigi.
Oh, I heard about that.
Or the chupacabra killed near Springfield, Missouri. Which would you rather hear about?
Ooh, that's
Well, I heard
rough.
about the Mario.
I'm gonna go with the
Peter. Yeah, what's going on with the chupacabra?
Chupacabra killed near Springfield, Missouri. Chupacabras don't really exist, right?
Oh, I don't know about
Who
that.
knows?
Do they? Do they not? Well, they do if you live in Missouri, they do, guys. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Just outside of
Well,
Springfield.
yeah. Ozark First, Channel 10 down there, got the scoop on this one. For weeks, chickens were disappearing from a farm owned by Tim Stroll down in the Ozark Hills near Springfield. But on November 5th, he and his son spotted a weird animal and shot it. Stroll and conservation agents suspected it was just a mangy coyote, but others are convinced it's a chupacabra and a mythical beast that sucks the blood of livestock. The family has held on to a few tissue samples of the goat sucker, which they're keeping in a freezer for inspection by the crew of Monster Quest, a show on History Channel. So now here's the
That
thing.
show's still out?
Yeah. Here's the funny thing about this. I saw the video that accompanied this. It looks like a coyote that's just dirty. like they show the picture of the chupacabra and it's got a more squashed, like, you know, the flat-faced dog's kind of face with like the
glowing
growling.
eye,
Yeah. It looks more like that monster that they found up near New York. The one that had like the beak thing.
The Montauk monster?
Yeah, the Montauk Monster,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it. Yeah, it looked more like that, looked like a chupacabra than this. This looked like literally a coyote that just gone crazy, okay, and got shot. And they're like, oh yeah, they think it's a coyote, and then the guy goes, oh no it ain't. Other friends of mine told me it's a chupacabra. And I'm like, oh.
Welcome
you
to
know.
Missouri. Welcome to Missouri.
Fantastic.
I will say on that Montauk Monster, though, that's close to 3 Mile Island, or what's...
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's not three. Well, yeah, I think it is like 3 Mile Island or something like that.
Something like that.
Plum Island.
Plum Island.
Plum Island, yeah.
Plum Island, that's what it is. It was like 40 miles from there or something, and they've been studying different genomes.
You seem to know a lot about the Montauk Monster.
Well, he's a buddy of mine.
We go back.
We do lunch.
By the way, just to let all of you out there know that if you like South Park, guess what? You're going to see it until 2016.
Yep.
Because they just got signed for 5 more years.
Through season 20. Yeah.
That's right. So South Park will never die. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to get out of here on the queue. I just want to, first off, thank Cameron Wilson as well as Curtis Wylde for coming on the show and being a part of the queue. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me tonight on the Tournament of Pop Culture.
Thanks
No
for
problem.
having us.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys want to plug? Anything you want to plug real quick before we get out of here?
Of course, check out CurtisWilde.com. Check out Abracadam.com. I could just keep throwing some .coms at you, but if you check out CurtisWilde.com, you can find out everything that's going on with me.
All right, cool. And about you, Cameron? Anything you want to throw out there?
Nothing of mine, but if you're a fan of Community, make sure to let NBC know. They're talking about canceling or at least putting on a hiatus. I think that's a travesty.
You kind of look like one of the actors.
Which one?
Never mind.
Another one out there, AnytimeSTL.com. That's my bread maker. That's
That's where you make the money.
Absolutely.
That's
so,
where you bring the big bucks in.
So, yeah.